2020 Quebec Naples ground.
And I'm going late CFR today.
Routing here. It just has you Naples to Vero direct. You're going to need a little bit in between that. Are you able to recall?
I'm going to go VFR today, 3,500.
Okay, will you need flight following?
Yes, I would like that. 20 Quebec.
Okay, give me 1 second for 20 Quebec.
It's at 335 return.
Okay, so jet 335 standby, thank you.
Ground plot is 341 Whiskey Alpha, ready Swift, Mike Yankee, Bravo Charlie.
Just calling for clearance. What was again your question?
341 Whiskey Alpha.
341 Whiskey Alpha, standby. I don't have a clearance here for you. It might be a little early. Okay, number 20 Quebec, that's your squawk code for you when you're ready.
Ready to copy, 20 Quebec.
Our 20 Quebec squawk is 4750 and departure frequency 126.8.
4750 126.8 for 20 Quebec, and I'm ready to taxi with Echo.
Our 20 Quebec, Roger. Yeah, Naples Aviation.
And 20 Quebec, I'm at Naples Aviation.
Okay, no, 20 Quebec, runway 5 taxi via Alpha, cross runway 14 at Alpha.
Alpha, cross 14 at Alpha to runway 5, 20 Quebec, thank you.
You got it.
Ground Premier 143 Quebec Charlie to Charlie Papa Sierra.
Premier 143 Quebec Charlie, Naples ground, standby. You are number 3 in the queue. Okay, so at 335, ready for you.
There you go, Mookie, Piker, Healthy, Dean, or JMOs. I need the initial altitude, but then climb 410 in 10 minutes, 26, F.1, 1367, at 335.
So at 335, your initial is going to be 2,000, and like you said, expect 410, 10 minutes out there. Read back was correct, thank you.
Copy.
At 335, you still up?
Yep, the initial altitude is 2,000, at 335.
No, I got that actually. Just came through, so there's going to be another reroute for you. Just stand by. Let me get that for you.
Thanks, good morning. It's Air Sprint 473 with Echo, looking for operator Toronto.
Yes, ma'am. 473, Naples ground, so you're in the queue. 335, just stand by, please. I got to get an amendment here from Miami.
What's the easiest way to turn them off? Okay. Oh, just...
Pilatus 341, what's the altitude? Ready?
Okay, that's fine. There you go. Just for peace of mind.
Ground control and clearance delivery with minor frequency 121.6 in NOTAMs, multiple cranes out of below 239 feet DGL, and the South Refueler is out of service. Advise on us for contact, you have Echo. Naples time information, Echo, current time is 1354 Zulu, wind is 060 at 6, visibility 10, sky conditions ceiling 6,000 overcast, temperature 14, dew point 9, altimeter 3024. Visual approaching east runway 5, use caution for birds and wildlife on.
Where's the bottom one? There you go.
Here's calling for northbound today.
Alright. Ooh, I'm loud. This one? Yep. Test, test, test. There you go. Hello, hello. Okay. Sounds good. So we have Echo, runway 5, 3024. That's good because it lines up with the last one.
Jet with
there you go.
taxi over we.
Alright. Happy with all of that. I'm just going to test the brakes.
142 Quebec Charlie, stand by no, because I need a reroute for you, so just stand by, please, thank you. And Sirius calling for taxi, once again, your call sign, where are you?
80 Sierra Vector 2000 ramp Echo VFR northbound.
Ready,
yeah, check the brakes. Happy with the brakes. Do you like check for it? Yeah, sure.
Two hold short of
Controls.
How are you up?
We're going to,
Down, 1-0, Mike, Mike's off
Yeah, weird. I don't know how long they're going to be. This guy's kind of new, so I'm going to...
Mike, taxi the Alpha, thank you.
The Alpha, Joe Mike.
Cirrus 880 Victor, follow the jet, runway 5, taxi the Alpha, cross runway 14.
Alpha, cross 14, runway 5, follow the jet, 880 Victor.
See if they move. Good morning, ground. Air Center 60 at Air Center with information echo.
We're going to the east, is that right?
We're going to the south.
South?
Okay.
Down the coast of Marco?
Yep.
My check right now, I wouldn't be asking for flight following, would I?
No.
Because we're planning a flight to whatever, Key West or...
Yeah.
Victor 80, Naples County, stay with me. Air Center 60, stand by.
Stand by, Air Center 60.
Stand by. Making us wait out here.
This is mainly for IFR, right? We're not using that much?
Right, I mean, like,
You can use it for...
you can use it for VFR stuff, but we don't have a VOR near us. So, like, the thing, if he wants, if for some reason he's like, connect me to the Miami VOR and see if you can pick it up, all you would do is go into this function here, type in the Miami VOR, and you might be able to get it if you're above, like, 5,000 feet.
And for here, it's straight away come on there?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you do this one, it's
on there, yeah?
Okay, you said 335, you still with me?
pull us on over to that little gradient. Yeah, go ahead, pretty good, that 335.
Okay, it's at 335, so let's see, clear to Atlanta Hartsfield now via the Seashell 8 departure. Name is transition. Then I have direct Bjorn, Bravo, Echo, Oscar, Romeo, November. Direct the Gandalf 3 arrival. And let's see, everything else is still the same according to Rocco.
Alright, so the original plan, Seashell 8, James, Bjorn, Gandalf 3, and everything else the same, we got Jet 335.
So 335, read back correctly. Premier Jet 143 Quebec Charlie, stand by, so waiting on that reroute for you.
For God's sake. Okay, can we taxi out?
Should I get in there? He's...
Yeah, hold on. Alright, go for it, screw it.
Naples Ground Air Center 75 is at Naples Ramp, requesting taxi for departure to the south with information echo.
Stand by.
Stand by, Air Center 75.
Yeah, you don't have to say that one back.
Hey, Premier Jet 3 Quebec Charlie, got your reroute for you.
Okay, ready to copy.
Premier Jet 3 Quebec Charlie, clear to Charlie, Papa Sierra Airport, let's see, is now going to be via Radar Vectors Charo.
I cannot do this job.
Hilti.
What,
Direct
ACC?
Diener.
Yeah.
It's Jiffy.
Way too organized and detailed.
Direct to Bravo Oscar, Charlie, Foxtrot Sierra. Direct Amart. Direct to India Lima Echo.
Yeah, I'm sure it can't
Tango,
be
India. Then direct.
that bad once you're into it. You know what I mean? Like,
once
just like anything, once you get going in it, okay, I understand it. Yeah.
Departure frequency
Just to be good on your toes.
12. Clock is 1322.
A lot of responsibility, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what we filed, but Radar Vectors, Charo, Hilti, Deeper, Gippy, both
Ground up here at 9.
Neymar, Ilati, direct, maintain 2380, 10 after, 2412 and 1322 for 143 Quebec Charlie.
Quebec Charlie, read back. This is correct. Runway 5, Delta 1, intersection departure, taxi via Delta, cross runway 14 Delta.
Okay, runway 5 via Delta, cross 14 Delta.
Air Center 75, Naples Ground, runway 5, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 14.
Taxi via Alpha, cross runway 14 Alpha, Air Center 75.
Ground 180 Hotel, holding on Charlie, requesting taxi direct there.
18 Kilo Hotel, Naples Ground, go ahead, start your taxi. I got someone come up behind you. Delta Bravo, cross 14 Delta.
Delta Bravo, cross 14 at Delta, 180 Hotel.
Entering the taxiway, it's going to be checking.
920 at Naples Aviation with Echo, ready for taxi.
Up to 920 Naples Ground, stand by. I got a reroute coming for you. It's my 473, ready for the reroute.
Yeah, good.
X-Man 473, see clear to Toronto Airport via the Seashell 8 departure, Camjo transition, direct Hapar, then as filed. Maintain 2000 on initial, you can expect flight level 450, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.12, squawk is going to be 2107.
Okay, to see clear there, Sprint 473 to Toronto Pearson Airport, Seashell 8 departure, Camjo, Hapar as filed, maintain 2000, 6450, 10 minutes after departure, 12412 and 2107.
That's right, 473, read back is correct.
Thanks.
Jet 3 Quebec Charlie, are you coming out the jet center?
Yeah, we're coming out of Naples jet.
Okay, I see you now, thank you. I think it was Kronos calling, Naples Ground standby. I don't have a flight plan yet for you.
Checking left, checking right on the runway. Looks good.
Up to 920, got your reroute here for you.
Go ahead.
Up to 920, clear to Sierra November Alpha via radar vectors, Charles, direct bags, direct Baca, to Yankee 2990, then as filed. Rest of the route is unchanged and same squawk.
Okay, I believe that is radar vectors to Charlo, Bags, Baca, Yankee 29 to Baca as well.
Up to 920, readback is correct. Also, new departure frequency 124.12, please.
412 on the departure freak up jet 920.
Up to 920, did you need a couple minutes or are you ready to taxi now?
We need a minute to load this up.
Up to 920, roger, stand by and let me know when you're ready, thank you.
Ground, Challenger 10, Mike, instruments, Fort Wayne with Echo.
How about the frequency, departure frequency again for upjet 920?
Up to 920, departure frequency 124.12.
412, thanks.
Naples ground 301, Charlie Golf on Charlie, ready to taxi for Rex Air.
Vector 341, Whiskey Alpha, Naples County, still with me? Jet 3 Quebec Charlie, new freak is 124.12, please.
Do some landings. Yeah.
Jet 3 Quebec 10.
We'll be able to do our run up just kind of.
371 Charlie Golf, Naples County, taxi via Delta.
Yeah, once we get a little bit close to it, we'll just angle ourselves and do it.
301 Charlie Golf.
Wind is, we're pretty much into it.
Ground FBO 26.
Yeah, okay, going back so we'll just kind of turn a little bit. Hold on a second.
Yeah, 26, Naples Ground,
yeah. Yep, we got no minus, you're good. All right.
Ground, Challenger 10, Mike, instruments, Fort
We're
Wayne
set
with
moving,
Echo.
so.
Okay, 10, Naples Ground, stand by, got a reroute coming your way.
Fuel pump on. Change
Ground,
tanks.
Jetlinks 25 to Nassau.
Fuel pressure.
Jetlinks 25, Naples Ground, stand by, HQ.
Mixture rich. Fuel
Okay, 920 ready for taxi with Echo.
Bottles 2000.
920, roger, pull up a whole short of Alpha, please.
Up and hold short of Alpha upjet 920. Ground 127 Kilo Whiskey, is that Rex Air information Echo for south departure.
And some pressures in the
Green.
green.
Whiskey, Naples Ground, hold position.
But
And who do I have the Archer at taxi with Charlie, Naples Ground?
That's 421 for runway 5. We need his left right both.
171 taxi Alpha, cross runway 14.
Second be off with the VRO. Right. 40. Idle, watching the oil pressure. That's good. Okay, I'm just gonna get off the brake. Yep, so happy with that. Throttle back up to 1000. Alright.
1272 Whiskey, Bravo 5 Delta 1 intersection departure, taxi via Bravo Delta, cross runway 14.
5 Delta 1 taxi, Bravo Delta cross 14, 127 Kilo.
The radios I'll change when we kind of get on this taxiway a bit more.
920, gotcha. FBO 262 truck proceeds via Bravo Delta North Perimeter Alpha.
Bravo Delta Perimeter Alpha, Delta 6.
920 after the Archer, runway 5, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 14.
Okay, after the Archer, Alpha cross 14, upjet 920.
Challenger 10 Mike Mike,
Go ahead.
Challenger 0 Mike Mike, clear to Foxtrot Whiskey Alpha Airport via the Seashell 8 departure. Damus transition, direct to Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey Alpha, then is filed. Maintain 2000 on initial, expect flight level 380, going 0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.12, squawk 1117.
There's a lot of chit chat this morning.
There is.
Yes, so
Okay, clear to Fort Wayne, C show 8. And then,
Studio Captain's brief here.
yeah, if we have any issues on the runway, any issues at all, but I see it's something's not right. We're going to abort the takeoff, cut the throttle, and look to exit the runway as soon as possible.
Okay, sir, Mike, the transition is
We've rotated and there's available runway left if we see something serious like an engine failure or something. I'm going to look to land on any available runway and then exit it, cut the power, get out of the runway as soon as possible.
Sterling 25, ready for
If we have any issues and there's no available runway, and by any issues I mean a serious engine failure or something like that, we're going to look to land straight ahead, probably somewhere in the canal, and not turning more than 30 degrees left or right.
runway 5, Delta 1, intersection,
If we above 1,000 feet,
14 Delta.
with a serious issue, I'm going to look to circle back and land as soon as possible. Sounds good.
25, clear to Nassau Bahamas Airport as filed. Maintain 2000 on initial respect flight level 230, 10 minutes after departure.
Realistically, if I have engine failure at 1,000 feet,
124.12, squawk is 0023.
am I going to be able to get back to do a full lap, or am I not going to land on the... So you're going to land on the opposite runway. You're just swinging back around and land on like a 180. And you took off 5, and you got to above 1,000, you swing back and land 230.
I got your flight plan, just going to need an amendment, give me 1 second.
Because you have your university, they'll abort anyone that's in takeoff or move anyone out of your way. Like you know, they'll do what you got to do.
hey, I'm just going to get my door shut. Is this plane equipped with a FISB? Would I get radar on my iPad?
Yeah. Like if you connect to the transponder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you get weather or...
Yeah, you can get weather and stuff.
Okay, we're at 935. And the fuel pump on. Extra rich. To this hand. Landing line not required. PPL heater not required. Anti-collision is on. Transponder set. Departure clearance.
Don't have one.
Ground Air Center 70 at Air Center, taxiing to active for northeast departure with information echo.
Air Center 70 and 8, stand.
What plane is that one? The Red
Aladdis. Oh, that one is a Cirrus.
Cirrus.
Really, those are super nice. I love them.
What's the plane the Rex are using? They're quite new and
Those are the RVs, like the little white ones. But they do have a fleet of Cirruses, which I have flown a couple of them, and they're very nice. Very fast.
nice. Just while we wait, if I want to change the VOR from here, put it on here, it is
CDI, so press that.
Yep.
And then you got it.
And then I change the frequency down here, yeah?
Yep. So you will lower in, and then you can adjust, just like you do a regular.
And then this one to change it up. Second? Yep. Okay. And then to go back, it's
Let's press that, and CDI. There you go. All right.
And then if I do like a direct enter to the wrong airport and I want to get out of it,
Air Center calls for taxi.
Just redirect and then type it in.
okay.
Center 70.
Air Center 70, got you to the northeast, runway 5, taxi via Alpha cross runway 14 Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha.
I'll change over soon, huh?
There, go ahead.
I had a couple of those days.
We're struggling to get the night flights in because of thunderstorms.
Oh man.
So my instructor was keen to get me through, and we like wake up at like 2 in the morning. He's like, it's 2 in the morning.
I guess it's Emmanuel.
No, it was Bobby. He was good. He wanted to get me back to Africa.
143, I'm just waiting on your release and I'll get you going.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, and then can we do like a 7 a.m. flight? I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna...
Ocean 60, turn right on course, runway 5, full length, clear for takeoff.
Okay, runway 5, let's take off there, so 60.
Oh, there. Guys on the other side aren't really getting ready to go. Okay, so this is a moment where you'd probably want to let them know that you're number 1, because there's a bunch of them, so you just say, Tower Center 75, number 1, holding short of 5 at Alpha. Yep.
Naples Tower Center 75 is number 1, holding short, runway 5 at Alpha.
Center 75, Naples Tower, Roger, hold short, runway 5.
Holding short, runway 5 at Center 75.
Change it over our way.
Yeah, well, they're both full right now, just leave them as it is. Both at 21.
Gotta get a bit more familiar with how these things work.
These guys are dated. They don't make repairs for Garmin 430s anymore, so once these things break, we gotta get new systems.
Yep. I want to get something like this in our plane, or even that, that's nice.
G5 would be nice, yeah.
Number 143, Quebec Charlie, runway 5 at Delta 1 intersection, turn right heading 060, clear for takeoff.
This set up a G5, or is this, that's a G5? This is a 265, it's something weird. Separate thing.
These are 2 separate G5s, right?
I think the whole thing is a G5.
Helicopter 221 Tango off, Roger, you can proceed direct mosquito control landing at your own risk.
No, actually, no, you're right. They are 2 separate because they're 2 separate systems, and you can get either one on either one. Yeah, change it over.
Not a fan of that boy.
What, the compass?
Yeah.
As long as it points in the direction we need to go if everything fails.
Air Center 75, turn right on course, runway 5, clear for takeoff.
Runway 5 clear for takeoff, Air Center 75.
Yeah, that was right on course, but
Jet 920 is ready when you are. Upjet 920, Naples Tower, Roger, hold short, runway 5.
I repeat the whole thing just for,
runner's course is an instruction, so just make sure.
143 Quebec Charlie,
In the future, you're like, all right, right on course, right, 5, clear for takeoff.
Ups in, fuel pump on, all good.
Rotate.
The rotation starts at like 55, and you just want to bring it to the horizon and just leave it there, and it'll take off on its own. Okay.
I've done 1 clear for takeoff, 127, fuel whiskey. Right, of course.
There's something in me that just wants to wait a little bit longer till...
Yeah, I totally get it, but the one thing that kind of like negates that is if you just slightly rotate at 55, put the nose on the horizon, don't try to force it out of the, off the ground. And if you just hold it there,
just waiting on a release from approach, and
it'll eventually go on its own. Because like basically you just pitch for 10 degrees, kind of like where we are now, or just above the horizon with the dash. And if you just hold that on the roll, it'll just go on its own. A lot of people like to rotate and they go too much, they have to bring it back down. Just rotate to that point, leave it there. When it's ready to go, it'll go.
Hey, we're at 500 somewhere.
Right on course.
RB 965, Kilo Whiskey, Naples Tower, runway 5 at Delta 1, turn right on course, cleared for takeoff.
Right on course, runway 5 clear for takeoff, 965 Kilo Whiskey.
Right on course, does that mean I need to fly this way for a bit and then or I can go to my
You go all the way straight away.
8,000 feet, fuel pump up, positive rate of climb, perfect.
When they give you that red on course, the saying on course there is they're expecting you to go to wherever you were planning on going. So if you say southbound, they say turn right on course, then you're turning right to southbound.
Yep.
If they want you to go anywhere else or extend somewhere, they'll tell you. They'll be like turn right eastbound, and or like if your initial climb, it's like fly runway heading. They'll turn you eventually.
Sure. And one thing I haven't really ever done in this plane is adjust the down there.
Leave it. It's kind of set to where it needs to be. Otherwise, it can.
That's the kind of ball of the plane, right?
Yep.
And I would notice that if I was feeling flying like that for a long time, that I would
just take the right wing southbound as well, 1,100.
Using too much rudder, like
it would be pretty noticeable.
Runway try full length, turn right heading 060, clear for takeoff.
Full length takeoff on 5, turn right 060 after departure up to 920.
Jet length 25, Naval Star, you can taxi up to and hold short. I don't think that Cherokee's ready.
25, thank you, sir.
We'll just level off at 25 when you get there.
So there's the airport over to my left, Lee Club. That's the sort of edge of the delta, huh?
The wing south. The air park.
FA 37.
Yep, that's wing south. So it's an air community.
That's like people that have a runway.
Yep, houses that are built on a runway.
That's so cool.
You just take your airplane from your house and you take off, and then if you want, you can fly home. Or right into your garage or your hangar.
Upjet 920, contact departure, your flight.
I wonder if they have any like Walmarts or anything on the.
Imagine.
Upjet 920, contact departure.
920 hour departure connection.
One thing that I didn't do with Bobby that I'm doing with you, which I really like, but I just want to check on it, is when we leave Delta, am I okay to turn the radio over or not really?
Yeah. So when you're not in Delta airspace, like there's no reason for them to say something to you or you to say something to them. If you leave Delta and you switch frequency and they try to get a hold of you, they can't hold that against you because you've left their airspace. So that's it.
We're in Echo, right?
Once you get outside of Delta, yeah. So what I like to do, what I like to do is this. So when you do a VFR flying and you're leaving in airspace and you're going to go do maneuvers, give it a couple miles outside the Delta, especially if it's busy. See if they say something about traffic. But after a couple miles, turn them off. Focus on what you want to do, and when you're ready, come back. I mean, like you can think of it this way: every time we come back to the airport, since we're VFR, we have to readdress them and say, hey, this is where we are. This is what we want to do. We have the current information, and if they clear you back in. If we were in constant monitoring with ATC, like on a flight following thing, or sticking with them for like radar services or something, then you'd have to monitor at all times. But now, yes, we're in control airspace, but you don't need a radio in Class Echo at all. Sure. So we could be someone right here at the edge of this Delta, not have a radio, and it would cause no illegal issues.
Sure.
It may cause issues, but no illegal issues.
Yeah. No, it's nice because it's less stressful with like if you're trying to get ATC and you're trying to listen to.
Definitely. Like if you're trying to get in with listen to the ADAs and all that other stuff.
Are you on Maple Star?
Too many voices going on. Just go ahead and take a pause, turn them off, switch it over, or if you're doing maneuvers, do the same thing as well.
Yeah, we got two planes catching up with us.
I'm looking at them.
I think they're overtaking on our left.
I think it's just one plane, but he's showing two signals. I can't tell. Kilo Whiskey.
Super close.
Yeah, it's close. It's one plane.
Requested departure from Alpha 1 if possible.
They're racing each other.
134 Sierra Romeo, that would be hard for you to do since you have somebody behind you.
I love this guy.
And Naples Tower, Gulfstream 280 Papa Delta, joining final at flight quit visual 5.
280 Papa Delta, Naples Tower, runway 5, quarter lane.
Alright, we'll go out over the...
280 Papa Delta.
I got traffic right below us, I see him.
You see him? Cool.
See somebody.
Yeah, so just, we're about to do some maneuvers, I believe.
Why don't we head out this way? And you'll see him as we pass under, as they... I got your other traffic as well.
There are 2 planes?
Yep, there's one right below us and one over there. We'll just stay here at 35.
Okay, so yeah, height, we're safe enough to do this. The TCO is 2,000. We need to recover all these by 2,000. Good. So we're good. Our airframe is set. We're flying nicely. Flaps are down. No loose objects really lying around. Engines, temperatures, and pressures are in the green.
Thanks for the switch. I have no voice communication with RSW, so everything's done through messaging.
We're free of airspace, built-up areas, obstacles, clouds, and danger areas. So all I need to do to begin the maneuvers is just do my turns. Wow, that guy flies low.
Yep. So you can do your clearing turns. Make sure you maintain 35. You're still kind of climbing up.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
We just don't want to get too close to these clouds.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been climbing.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm going to do a 90 degrees to the south, checking all around me. And then I'm going to do a 90 degrees back to the west. Yep, so happy with that. All that sea looks nice today. Blue.
I'm going to shut him off.
Okay, so 90 degrees to the west.
I got your airplane. He's going to be crossing underneath you, 1,000 feet below.
Okay. Interesting.
35 still.
Let me drop a bit. Still climbing, I'll change my pitch.
And while you're on this heading, go ahead and initiate slow flight.
Okay, so we're...
Once you get down to 35.
Yep. There for the west. Okay, we're at 35. So I'm going to initiate slow flight, clean configuration.
Dirty configuration.
Dirty configuration. Okay.
When they say slow flight, it typically means dirty.
Okay. So I want to make sure we're below our maneuvering speed, which we are. Add in a stage of flaps. And we want to maintain altitude in this.
Yep, as you're coming down, maintain that altitude. Watch your heading, stay on 27. No.
Okay. Okay.
And 55 is what we're looking for.
55? Yep. Oh, I was going for 65.
55 is our slow flight. This is where I would use some trim to kind of help you alleviate some of that pressure on the yoke and then get yourself to 55. And you can go ahead and turn us to the south, maintaining 55 and this altitude.
Okay, turning to the south.
Very nice. Maintain 35.
Okay, I'm dropping. So a bit more power.
A little more power, you can lower that nose. The nose controls the airspeed, so if you have a little bit slow on the speed, drop the nose a little bit low on the altitude, increase the power.
Okay.
Alright, let's do a descending left-hand turn back to the east, and we'll descend down to 3,000.
So descending to the east, descending to 3,000. Okay. I maintain 55, so just drop the nose a little bit. Setting the power. Drop the nose a little bit so I don't get too slow.
Beautiful.
Not quite dropping enough, so I'll pull the power out a bit more.
Yeah, you can shoot for like 16. That's a good number to shoot for.
Okay, coming up on the heading and just dropping a bit more altitude.
And let's keep that descent coming back to the south.
That descent coming back to the south.
Watch that speed. There you go. At 3,000, you can recover. Now, the recovery also constitutes holding altitude.
Okay.
As you recover,
I know that. Okay.
Yep. So as you recover, yep.
Nose down. Building up airspeed. Plus 65. First stage of flaps. Up to 70.
Hold that heading as well. There you go.
Second stage of flaps.
Good.
And final stage of flaps.
And now, once you decide to start adjusting that power again, once you've recovered, you can say maneuver complete, and that would be the end of where your altitude is within your margin. So when you start the maneuver and when you are exiting the maneuver, those altitude tolerances and heading tolerances, they still apply.
Okay. Recovered.
Yeah, really good. All right, let's do some steep turns.
Okay, steep turns. So do those count as my checks? Do I need to ask that, or can I say?
What, like
I was kind of focused on, if I'm honest, for my left-right checks.
Oh, like your clearing turns?
Yeah.
Always ask for clearing turns before the maneuvers, every single maneuver. If they tell you you don't have to, then don't worry about it, but just make sure you're like, would you like clearing turns? Or just automatically start doing them. And if they tell you not to, then that's their...
Okay, I'm just going to do them quickly just to...
maintain 3,000.
Maintain.
We'll do east back to south.
East, checking around, happy with that. Check south. Climbing a little bit. Just drop down. A little bit on the steep side. Okay, so we're going to recover south. So we're going to do a 360 turn.
Okay, so make sure you start at 3,000. Pull a little bit of power, just bring yourself down.
3,000, okay. We start the maneuver at 90, or is it 65?
Anything between 85 and 90.
Okay.
65 would be an immediate stall.
65 is for the steep climb.
Steep climb.
The power on stall, sorry.
Yeah, well, 60, your rotation speed, you go to 55. Your approach speed for the power off is 60. So you come down to 60, then we'll walk through it.
Okay, yep, 85, flaps are down, mixture rich, fuel pump on. We're just under 3,000.
Looks good to me.
I'm going to begin a left 360.
Make sure you pause in between the 360s. So like left 360, level off. Right 360.
Okay. Left 360. Turn it in. Add a bit of power.
Good job anticipating the sink. Looks really good. Keep coming all the way to 45. All the way, all the way, all the way. Give us some more back pressure. That middle notch is 45, so there you go. This is where trim can really help you.
Okay. Looking out the window.
Very good. Right in that like 5-degree range is what you're shooting for during a steep turn. And then you pull that power back out on the south. Keep pulling the power, keep pulling the power. Like you're recovering from the steep turn.
Okay.
And then you can say, all right, I'll go into the next one. Okay. Whenever you're ready. So like kind of reset and then go into the next one.
Okay, so I'll just drop again to 3,000 or I reset it to 3,001?
Drop again to 3,000.
Who just said 6-7?
Okay. Was it 20 degrees I'm looking to pull out of that bank?
Say that one more time.
20 degrees before the heading?
20 degrees roll out before. It's half your degree of bank. So if you're south, you're looking for 1.6.
Okay, we're going to do a right. We're at 3,000. And we're just going to roll into this one. Get all the way over there.
There you go. Catch that altitude. Good, good. Not too much. There you go. Very nice. Don't let that altitude keep coming. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. Looks good. 140, 150, 160. Power off.
Pull that power. Keep that nose down so you don't keep climbing. Remember, because you want to stay 3,000.
Okay, recovered.
That was not bad at all. Now, I will say just one thing. My controls here. Yeah, controls. Trim can really help. Now, if you feel comfortable doing it the way you're doing it, that's fine. You were within standards. That would have been passable. But trim can really alleviate a lot of the movement with the yoke, and it's a lot more calm in the turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this on a eastern heading. And at 3,000 here, I'm going to go ahead and initiate a left steep turn. Watch how I kind of maneuver about this. So right around 2,200 RPM, which is looking good to me. Start going into it. Add that power as I'm leaning in. I'm adjusting for the back pressure. I'm trimming it back. So even there, it wants to climb. But you see how much more or how much less I have to be on the yoke? Yep. And the recovery, a little bit late, but pull that power back, push the nose down. The only thing you have to worry about with the trim is when you're recovering, you have to make sure that you push down, otherwise you're going to keep coming back up. But you could feel the difference there from when, if you're on it only, yoke only, you have to really kind of go back and forth. If you trim, then it's more like 45 hold. Yep. So, just a suggestion. That
sounds good.
All right, your controls.
I have controls.
Let's go ahead and do power and power off stalls. So why don't we turn back to the north. Okay.
This will be my clearing.
That works.
Turn.
Full 180.
Not a full 180 both directions, is it?
No, just one. It has to equal 180. That's why if you do 90-90, you get 180.
Yeah.
All right. So power on, off. We'll do power off stall to start. Power off. This is the one where you go full flaps, bring it all the way down to 60 knots while holding altitude. As you get to 60 knots, you pull that power, set your descent. After about 100 to 200 feet of descent, pitch up, hold it on the horizon, and wait for the stall to come to you.
Okay. So just slowing down. We're actually good speed there, so I'm going to do mixture-rich fuel pump on, done my clearing turns. One stage of flaps.
Make sure you pull some power as well.
Pull some power.
Just so that way you don't keep climbing or anything when you throw the flaps in. If you have too much power.
And I'm okay to descend here. I'm not looking to maintain.
You're looking to maintain.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why, so with the speed you're at now. So why don't we recover real quick?
Okay, recover.
Add more power. There you go. Have yourself be somewhere in the 80 range before you really start, knocking yourself down. Because if you start the maneuver in your 60s, it's going to be a lot harder to maintain that altitude as you come down. And they want to see you slow the airplane down and adjust the flaps and see that you can maintain altitude with that changing configuration, kind of like when you do with slow flight.
Okay. So I'm basically looking to stall a slow flight.
Yeah, that's exactly. So enter it just like you would with slow flight, but as soon as you get to 60, cut your power, set your descent, and then you stall.
Okay. So everything is good there. Speed is okay.
There you go.
First
now pull some power here. Bring that power back. See how you're ascending or ascending in that?
Yep.
That's where pulling the power first before the flaps.
Okay, slowing down. 5, 3.
There you go, there's 60. Pull that power all the way out.
Power all the way out.
There, your descent. Like you're coming down to the runway.
Okay, so I'm looking for a regular descent for 3 seconds, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Regular, yeah.
And you can just say, okay, let's just pretend our runway's at 3,000 feet.
2, 3. Maintain, stalling.
And just hold, let it come to you. Don't keep coming up, just let it come to you. Hold it right around 10. Like you want to just keep pulling back. There it is. Full power.
Full power. Level off.
First flap come out right away.
First flaps. Okay, I was waiting for the speed there. Second flaps. And I'm above 30. Third flaps.
Okay.
70.
Real quick, my controls. So let me just show you something with that. Procedurally, that was fine. Just on your recovery there, you got to be a little bit more snap with it.
Okay.
Yeah, they want you to see that first flap out right away, and you don't want that stall warning horn to keep riding for as long. So if you keep hearing the stall warning horn chirp, it means you got to get at least one of those notches of flaps out, get that nose down a little bit, rebuild some airspeed before you start really pitching back up. So let's just say we'll go here on a south heading. We got 3,000 feet. 85 knots. I'm going to pull the power first. Power comes back first. Now I'm pitching for the altitude. As my airspeed rolls back, this is when I introduce flaps as I come down. So 1, 2, let that airspeed keep bleeding. 3, there's 60 knots. Power comes all the way out. I'm on my south heading. And 1, 2, 3. We bring it on up. And now I'm just going to hold. What I mean by hold is as it slows down, I have to keep pulling, but my pitch attitude doesn't necessarily change a whole lot. Yep. And there it is, full power. First notch out, see the nose dips down? Yep. Now I bring it back up. Wait for that positive rate. Positive rate indicated. First notch. And second notch. And conveniently, I'm pitching for pitching for what would give me 79 on our climb out run.
Right. This is the pitch if you're playing, and then this is the actual whether you're going up or not.
Yeah, that's your
positive rate of climb.
Yep, yeah. Exactly. Got it. All right, your controls.
Controls.
So why don't we do it one more time?
Sounds good. We do it to the south? Is
yeah,
that okay?
Give me 1 second. Hey, 60, you up? You turn us back around to the north. Pull a little bit of power. No response, all right. Alright. Let's try it again. You're up for the power off.
Okay, so come back on the
Okay, we're just going to do this at 3,300, north heading, power back a little bit.
There you go. Now this is where you start to slowly initiate to hold that altitude. As that speed rolls back, use the flaps to give you that little, so like wait for the altitude, see how it wants to react, see how it wants to rise, give it a sec. Now,
second stage. I want to get to 65, I'll introduce the third stage.
There you go.
Third stage, power idle. And I'm going to
at 60, good job.
Okay, descent, I've got a descent coming, going to count to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Going to look to pitch up to 10. Stall. Hold that at 10. Stall.
There it is. Full power. Flaps down. Oh, you went one too many.
Sorry.
You're good.
Waiting for a positive rate of climb. Positive rate of climb.
Good. Just make sure you don't knock that first one out or the second one out. So just what I would do with the flap, click in. As soon as you click in and you get the release, let go of the button because it'll catch on the second one.
Yeah.
But procedurally, that was flawless. That was perfect.
Boot it up. Oh well.
Yep. All right. We can
fuel pump on. Change tanks.
And we can do a power on stall next.
Okay, let me just organize myself. Okay, I'm happy to keep doing it to the north. I think we've got quite a bit of space in front of us. Is that okay, or would you like me to turn south?
Let's turn south just because we don't want to get into the approach end of 5.
Sounds good. Okay. Nice 180, it's our clearing turn. So I'm going to slow it down a bit to take off speed. Okay. And then I'm going to go full power. And I'm going to climb excessively.
Okay, what are you slowing down to? What's your speed?
I'm going to slow down to 65.
55. So it's your rotation speed.
55.
Yep. So you slow down to 55. As soon as you hit 55, that's when you go full power. You're pitching up right around that 20 degrees.
Okay, let's pick a south heading because that's nice and easy.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, we're going to hit these clouds or not? Do I need to go a bit lower? Okay, slowing down. Beam kitting. Fuel pump mixture. Flaps down. And we're looking to maintain altitude with this?
Yep, as you slow down. So this is where you're going to have to really kind of keep pulling back because you don't have flaps to help you.
Okay, 70. 65.
The idea as well is if you have it all the way pulled back, as soon as you initiate power, you don't have much more to pull. So keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Keep pulling now.
55, full power.
Yeah, keep pulling, don't let it drop. All the way up to 20. There you go, hold it there. Right rudder, looks good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, that's a stall.
That's a stall.
And just lower to the horizon, keep it coming down just a little bit. There you go. Make sure that you can see the horizon.
Okay.
That's when you want to lower it down to. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright.
We're covered down to 2300.
It was good. Not bad. I felt the rudder usage, that was great. Alright. Just see, I want to see the procedure in this.
Okay, looking for a best rate of climb, best glide speed 73. I'm looking for somewhere to land very quickly. I see a nice beach over there, so I'm going to try and get over to that beach. Okay, that's my best option. Before I declare Mayday, I'm just going to check everything is good. So fuel pump on, change fuel tanks, cycle the mags.
Yep, try carb will come on as well.
Carb heat on, off, or just leave it on?
You leave it on.
Okay, none of that's working. Still looking for this best rate of climb. I'm just going to trim a little bit so I don't get too... Yeah, let's pull this back. Okay, we have an emergency. So I'm just going to say Mayday, Mayday. Piper Warrior is just... I should figure out where I am before I say Mayday, Mayday.
So you know you're roughly 8 miles to the south of Naples Airport.
Yeah. Mayday, Mayday, 8 miles south. November 975 Alpha Charlie, 8 miles south, engine failure, 2 souls on board,
Cessna Piper Warrior, looking to land on the beach. And then I'm just going to keep looking for my glide speed, so I'm going to speed up a little bit.
Then nose down then.
Nose down. And I'm not too worried about the winds at the moment because I can get them, but we're kind of going roughly with the wind at the moment because I don't have options. Yeah, so I could land on that beach down there, or I could land on this beach down here. That's more of a built-up area, and this is a bit more isolated, so alright, pros and cons on either side.
Let's power up, and you got traffic coming this way, so let's power up and turn around.
I can't make it to Marco.
No, I can't make it to Marco, but I just wanted to see procedurally how that looks, and then one of these flights when we go out and do ground reference, we'll actually go and hit the, try to make your point. That was good. You initially went through your airspeed, which is good. Just make sure you stay on 73, don't let it roll back too far. During your initial checklist, just kind of work yourself right to left. That's my best way to describe it for a flow to hit everything. So I just go, okay, circuit breaker's all in, carb heat comes on, make sure full range fuel pump comes on, switch the tank, attempt to restart. No attempt to restart, the plane doesn't kick on, we proceed with what would be an emergency. So squawk 7700, mayday, 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 calling out on 131.5, ELT comes on, work your way down. You obviously pick a best field as you're starting to kind of roll back to your airspeed. So for here, you made the right call. We were looking for something on the shoreline just to be able to get there, and the beach was the right play. Okay, so
am I okay to use a checklist?
yeah.
That's kind of like I've done a quick thing.
Oh, by all means, you've run the checklist. You got time to
check
run
the
it.
checklist because I don't want to miss something.
Let's turn around back to the south.
Back to the south.
Yeah, run the checklist. If you got plenty of time, run the checklist by all means.
I know we're supposed to.
I mean, we're running the checklist, but go ahead and verify. If you got it, pull it out, verify.
Yeah. So I was stuck on that screen. So the easiest thing was to press message again, was it?
Oh, for message? Yeah.
I couldn't get
just press message again.
Okay.
I don't know what the stuff on the thing is though.
I'll head west, so we're not getting too close to that built-up area. Is that okay? Or
sure.
Would you like us to go south?
No, we can go a little bit west.
Just to get a bit of space.
Or just stay on this heading for right now.
Okay.
You don't want to go too far and hit the 8s.
No. They're active today.
They were?
The whole, there's a note on that the military area out there is active from 10 till 12.
Where at Naples? Is it in there?
Yeah, if you tap Naples, no terms, it's the, that one.
Oh, look at that! Now I, as the instructor, should have been aware of this. Thank you.
Fighter jet, I only just, Fighter jet action, so it's definitely not a day you want to play around with the 8s.
There they are.
Okay. How close are we to them? Not that far.
Straight south.
They can check in on us if we cross that line.
Oh, they'll still whip around real fast. Your Cheetah 7-1 right there too. They're all there. This is all of them.
Don't mess around over there today.
411 knots. Yeah, that's that. 415, 432. Oh, those guys are slow. This guy is cooking. 416.
Alrighty.
Take a screenshot of that. Cheetah. I wonder if the flight radar shows exactly what type they are. See what they got. Once we hit 35 again, we can run through the checklist and everything one more time just to make sure. There they are.
I'm surprised they have their ADSB on, but I guess makes sense.
Oh yeah, they got it. An Alpha Jet. Dornier, yeah. Where did they fly from? Oh, they took off from Sarasota.
Okay.
Oh, there's more of them down south too.
There's a whole thing going on, huh?
Two on the, these are T-45s. Wow, cool. Alright. And let's see it again.
Okay, looking for best way to glide. And I'm just going to be pulling back quite a bit, trimming to help myself. Oil pressure is an issue. Okay. Okay, looking for somewhere to land.
73.
Yeah.
So you gotta let that nose kind of drop. I think you're grabbing on a little too tight there.
Yeah, I'm trying to work with the trim.
Okay. Alright, so you got your speed, best field.
Speed. Okay, I can land straight ahead, but it's a built up area. I don't really want to mess around over there. I got a beach over to my left. I got Marco, and I have a glide range here, but Marco is actually out of it, I think. Yeah, so I'm looking at this beach because I don't want to land anywhere else, basically. Yep. And so I'm just going to check everything. So circuit breakers, carb on, fuel pump is on, masters are on, mixture rich, throttle, cycle this, left, right, on, or off, on. It's not working.
Switch the tanks as well.
Yeah, okay, switch the tanks when I inject the fuel, switch tanks. And, okay, so I've tried all of that, it's not working, so I'm going to make a call. Mayday, November 9075 Alpha Charlie is 8 miles south of Naples. We are 2 souls on board. Piper Warrior looking to land on the beach. And then 7700, 1 to 1.5.
ELT goes on, which is down there.
ELT goes on.
Good.
And I'm gonna just look to land down there.
And now you got 2,000 feet of room to play with, so that was good. It's about how long it should take. You already identified your field. I like that you identified your field, and then you automatically were like, I'm gonna go there as I'm doing the checklist. Some people get hung up and they go, all right, my field's over there, let me run my checklist, but they don't start heading towards their field.
And it's a nice long beach, so
we'll just keep going.
Even if I don't have an aiming point, I can kind of get one when I'm a bit happier.
What are your thought process? If this was real, what's your thoughts on how you would want to execute this?
So I wanted to line up with this beach, so at least I know I got a lot of space, and then probably get the flaps in. And I think I'm going to look for that area after that last house, because then it's a nice clean beach. Here there's some stuff, there's some houses, so I want to get past that last house, and then I'm going to look to land maybe 100 feet past that last house.
Okay.
4,000 feet, you know.
All right, so you got 2,000 feet. I think it's right on your edge of the glide range.
Okay.
But it could be done.
Well, even if I'm near that house, it's kind of okay. Okay, yeah. Even that big mansion would be nice and get it on TikTok.
What I would do is I would circle and try to put it down right here at the end of this beach.
Landing this way or landing?
Yeah, landing this way, because you can see there's a big wide open area down here. If you dip, I'll dip your wing real quick. See that big wide open area?
Yep.
So
aim to land touch on that?
Yeah, that's what I would do. But I like your thought process on what you were doing. So you do whatever you think is safe there. I was just giving you my perspective. So I am always on the air side of wherever you're at, pick something close to you, because, I think you could make that, but who knows if the wind gets a little bit stronger down low and you don't get close to that, because now you're picking a point that's questionable distance away.
Okay.
So here you're surefire to make that.
Sure. My fear here is
keep your nose down, speed.
My fear here is an automatic fear that I'm turning away from land now. I know we have enough air, but
that's why you want to go over the point and then circle it.
Sure.
All right, we can recover so these people down here don't get scared.
Okay.
And just stay at like 1,000, and then we will pick up the ATIS back for Naples.
Okay. Just gonna not make too much noise over the community. Yep, 1,000.
If you want, you can kind of head out this way a little bit. Just
about 1,500.
All right, that works.
Okay. I'll listen to this.
I think I got a shark down there.
Can you see him?
I thought I saw one.
That's cool.
ground control and clearance delivery are combined on frequency 121.6. In NOTAM, south refueler is out of service. In multiple cranes out of below 239 feet AGL. Advise owners to contact you on Foxtrot. Naval Sound information, Foxtrot current time is 1449er Zulu. Wind is 060 at 7, visibility 10, sky conditions, ceiling 6,500 broken. Temperature 18 dew point 9, altimeter 3025. Visual approaching east runway 5. Use caution for birds and wildlife on and exit.
So we have Foxtrot. Foxtrot, you're 10 miles. It's telling me you're just 10 miles south over the shoreline. I'd like to proceed inbound with Foxtrot, full stop.
Okay, and it's 121.6. Let me just get that set up so when I land I don't know who I'm talking to.
You already got the tower in there. You're going to go back to COM 1 at the top. That bottom button.
Order departure now, check the traffic, India, Papa.
Yeah, trimming, like, let me fix my trim.
So you are 9 miles south over the shoreline, inbound, full stop with Foxtrot.
Naples Tower, Air Center 75 is 9 miles south, inbound, full stop with information, Foxtrot, Air Center 75.
Naples Tower, report Gordon Pass.
We'll report Gordon Pass, Air Center 75.
Yeah! We'll get a base.
And just you like to go on course, that Jetto Pass is on ahead of me.
So Gordon Pass.
Officer uniform approved as requested.
Let me just trim and get this all nicely set up. If we have time, can we try a soft field?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I was planning on doing.
Alrighty.
Alright, so soft field. This is a quick brief on this. I know you've done them before, but just as a refresh. There is no designated point under evaluation standards in terms of like where you have to be down. As long as you're down within the first half of the runway, that's kind of the goal. What I like to do, I think it's easiest, is as you come down, get over the runway, and you start to round out, you want to leave just about 100 RPM over idle. So whatever idle is, just 100 RPM. You need to come to idle, and then add back a smidge of power. You can do that.
Naples Tower, runway 5.
Entirely up to you.
Right, heading 60, clear for takeoff.
The goal is to get it over the runway, bleed off at airspeed, and you have to be very gentle with the flare because you have that little bit of power in there. You've got to really wait till it's ready to set down. But once it sets down, you hold off that nose wheel until it comes out.
Roger, have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Sound good?
Tower.
Sounds good.
Tower.
Main thing is the airspeed and
with Foxtrot.
soft touchdown on the rear, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What's like a failure? Slamming it down.
Pretty much. Yeah. Other than letting the nose drop too far. So keep coming north. We're going to report Gordon's Pass here in a second.
This is Gordon's Pass, right? This little hole where these boats are coming out?
Yeah, pretty much. Just follow the shoreline right here.
Center 60, Naples Tower, fly to wing south. Enter the right downwind, runway 5, report midfield.
He's expecting to set you up for right base for runway 5. So you can start to come down a little bit too, at 15.
Naples Tower, Skylane 7377 Quebec, holding short of 5, ready to go when you...
I can tell him now, right?
In a second.
Skylane 7377 Quebec, Naples Tower, runway 5, clear for takeoff, proceed on course. 77 Quebec, clear for takeoff, runway 5, on course.
Now.
Naples Tower, Air Center 75 is Gordon's Pass, Air Center 75.
Runway 5, clear to land.
Clear to land, Air Center 75.
Jet 892, contact departure, good day.
Go to Park, you have a great one, Jet 892.
I've noticed you do this sometimes. You call up with your call sign, and then you say your call sign again at the end.
I thought that's standard procedure.
So, when you've established conversation, you just say it at the end. So, like, for example, when you were like, Naples Tower, 775, over Gordon's Pass, you can just leave it at that. But if they come back and say something like cleared to land, then you just be like, cleared to land, Air Center 75. Like, you see how if you're calling up first to say something or establish something, you let them know who's saying it. But if you guys are already back and forth in communication, just say it at the end.
Cool. Yeah. I think that's drilled into me somewhere, so.
Yeah. Well, it's just because they already, like, if you call up and you're like, yeah, $8, Air Center 75, whoever Gordon's Pass,
So one
they know who's talking.
down
You don't need to say it again.
following...
Because you heard right there at the again,
just north of
where you couldn't hear the first part, it's because you said the second Air Center 75, he was already queuing up like he thought you were done. Sounds good.
Runway 5. You're not clear to land yet. I need you to extend your downwind and then report that traffic and say.
First stage of flaps.
Extending downwind and then we'll report traffic on 71 Charlie.
77 Quebec, what's your on-course heading going to be?
050.
All right, let's go northbound until you're out of the Delta, then you can proceed on course.
I'm okay to kind of do this slant right. I need to go up and right angle 90 degrees.
Yep.
1,000.
Exec 596, Naples.
For the short, or the soft field as well,
060, clear for takeoff, traffic, Cherokee and a 2-mile.
Nicer to aim a little bit earlier than later because you know you're going to float. So like aim just after the number, that would be your aiming point, and then hopefully you touch down shortly after that traffic.
Due south of you, just crossing the shoreline.
Okay, aim a bit early.
Yeah, so like,
aim for the number.
Well, yeah, aim for the number.
Charlie number 2, runway 5, clear to land.
Can you just remind me as well that the numbers I'm looking for as my landing is like 75, 65.
Oh, yeah. If you're on downwind, 90, 80, and then 70 for on final short finals between 65 and 70.
Okay,
so give yourself a little bit of power. There you go. Anything under 65, between 65 and 60 is your short field. That's where your sink rate's going to really increase. So for a soft field, you're looking for a normal landing speed. Because you don't want to have to slam it.
Yeah, I can make it, so I'm going to go full stage.
Yep. There you go.
A little bit high.
Yeah, like this speed is perfect. Right around 68, it's a great airspeed to be at. Not too fast, but enough to where that float's going to come into play, and you can, dial it back as you need to.
Okay, aiming for the numbers. Left rudder.
Exec 596, contact departure complete.
Left foot to left rudder. You got wind off of.
77, go back. You can proceed on course now, thanks.
There you go.
77, come back on course.
Looks good.
I'm going to pull out all the power and then just add in a little chip.
Okay, just make sure you do that like as you're rounding out.
Add in the chip when I'm rounding out?
Yep. Just a little bit. There you go. Pull it out.
Pulling back the power.
Power is 960, open field.
Tiny little chip. Just, there you go.
Number 2, calling Cessna traffic on 1 mile per hour.
Let it come to you. Now hold that. See, there you go. There. And drop the nose.
Passenger 75, turn right at Charlie, contact ground point 6.
Right, Charlie, over ground, 752.
Ground, good morning, Jet 959, information.
That was great. That was really good. Too heavy?
Beautiful.
No, that was buttery smooth.
Oh, that felt heavy to me.
One more time on the
That's great.
No.
Do we bounce? You bounced a little bit, and that's when I was like, you gotta be careful with the flare, because the extra speed, you go a little too much, you don't want to come back off. So that's why, like, when you touch down, you kind of have to like let it settle before you start really giving it back pressure.
Frequency 124.12, squawk 22, treat port.
Yep, perfect.
Naples Ground Air Center 75 is clear, runway 5 at Charlie, ready for taxi to Naples ramp.
Sir 75 Naples Ground, taxi to Park via Alpha, cross 32.
Taxi via Alpha, cross runway 32, Air Center 75. I am with the 75, sir.
Yeah, but you just went in between their
8
clearances.
transition, John, Quebec 118, then as filed, 2000, frequency 124.12.
Typically, whenever I switch a frequency, I give it a second to listen to see if there's any expiring transmissions going on, and that way you don't jump in front of someone.
Yeah, I stepped on Emma.
That's alright. You didn't step on him, he just got done reading back his clearance, and he's probably writing it down, and then you jumped in between.
Jet 948 Naples Ground, clears here at Delta Lima Airport.
That was good though, that was really good.
Actually, you know what, this needs
even with the bounce, that was a great recovery. You bounced a little bit, but it was very subtle, and then you put it back down, and the second one was very soft. And you could feel that nose wheel stayed off the ground, and then after you let it roll for a little bit, you could set it down and you pull the power.
And do I want to pull the power or do I want to keep the power?
You keep the power until you've got the plane settled on the ground.
Okay.
Once it's settled, then you can pull that power back, but you want to maintain leaving this, the nose off the ground. So you're like holding it, alright, the wheels are down, holding, power comes out, still holding. extra little bit of power that even after the bounce, that smooth, like how smooth that was touching down. It was just a very, there wasn't really a whole. Yep.
Is that good procedure to do for a normal
948, we're going to get
not necessarily, because like you don't want to have to float for so long.
Diener, Georgia. That's filed. Maintain 2000, expect flight level 430, 10 after. Frequency 124.12, squawk 5704.
Well, that was a quick 20 seconds. All right. Up to 948, clear to Scottsdale via radar vectors, Mookie, Hilti, Diener, Georgia, as filed. Maintain 2000, 430 and 10. Departure of 2412 and squawk 5704.
Up, Jet 948, read back correct.
With the second or third one, second one to Charlie, clear of runway 5, looking for taxi to the 1100.
Someone for Charlie, Naples ground, welcome back. Today we'll taxi via straight ahead Charlie and cross runway 32 at Charlie 1.
Oh, right. Charlie 1, ground, 32 at Charlie 1. 71 from Charlie.
Alright, shut it down. Leave the battery master on when you get everything set up, because then you can
Delta Perimeter Road, Alpha, give away all aircraft.
Delta Perimeter Road, Alpha, give away all aircraft, FBL 26.